Playing football and ball. Story of my life. Working for whatever.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA2K20. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. It's the Miami Heat taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. So here's Miami's starting group. They got Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at the point. Butler on the wing, defended by Bryant. And it's Butler missing. Butler with the steal. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. West finds Johnson. Butler against Bryant. Kicks it out to Johnson. Puts up a three. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Lays it up and puts it in.
And when we talk about players who don't mind shooting with a hand in their face, Kareem's at the top of the list.
And shoutout sa mga ano dyan, baboy. Baboy ang ugali.
Adebayo against Shaq. Jones. And Jones slams it in.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Johnson, the pass to Bryant. And the shot is long. And here's Miami. A three ball. Johnson with the block. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Outside Bryant. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Count that one.
And Bryant just plays without fear. In fact, he's constantly looking to score through the contact.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw tonight. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Nunn. Inside. Here's Adebayo. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5 in that rim shrinking.
Bryant slams it in.
If you're going to get Bryant a lane to the rim, then you deserve to get dunked on. You know how tenacious he is when penetrating inside.
Not a fast start here for the Heat. It's a 5-point game. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. Here's Nunn. It's blocked by Shaq. Bryant against Robinson. From the arc. Buries it from three-point range. 8 points for Kobe Bryant.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It's stolen by West. They're running. All going up court. Kobe draws it up. Pass to West. The three. And another three for the Lakers.
Nice one.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Guys, time out muna, time out.
Going right now.
The timeout is their first time out of the game. They just cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Nunn passes to Butler. Kobe with the steal. Scored the basket.
Kobe.
One of his 5 shots tonight.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside Butler. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Baylor, he's checked in for Bryant. And it's Scott in for Johnson. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Passes to Hero. Just 4 to shoot. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Baylor against Butler. West outside. Pass to Scott. Back to West. O'Neal kicks it to West. Abdul-Jabbar trying to free himself up. And there's Jerry West on the assist by O'Neal.
Yeah, that's too good a look.
And the Heat call time here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat break. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Worthy comes in for Abdul-Jabbar, and it's Goodrich in for West. Olenek, he's checked in for Miami. Iguodala comes in for Butler.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Los Angeles leading by 16. On the wing, Goodrich. He's guarded by Dragic. Goodrich passes to Scott. Baylor against Iguodala. Scott dishes to Goodrich. Here's Baylor. A 3 off the mark. The Heat trail by 16. Here's Hero. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Rockets the pass to Hero. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Off the inbound. And the rejection by O'Neal.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
And Worthy throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends, highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now, here's Olenek. He dishes it to Dragic. Shot from the top of the key. And it's Shaq with the rebound.
I saw a green light there, Kevin, but he's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And the dunk by Worthy.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Iguodala's drive. And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Lakers right now, Worthy out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Bailey. Then it's Goodrich. And it's Wilkes in at the 2. There's the pass to Iguodala. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on James Worthy.
Using his height perfectly on the inside. Iguodala making the D get physical with his play.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Now Gasol's checked in for Baylor. On the wing, Goodrich. He's guarded by Dragic. Goodrich passes to Gasol. Here's Worthy. Here's Chamberlain. First shot, first basket. He's on the block stats.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And stolen by Goodrich. And Chamberlain, here we go. Lob pass to Gasol. Iguodala with the steal, and here they come. Silva, the pass to Iguodala. Hits the three-point bomb. Iguodala's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the arc Iguodala has on his three-point shots, almost like he's drawing rain from time to time.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Bryant's shot is off. The Heat trail by 17. The shot by Butler, nobody around. The three-pointer, no good. Johnson against Butler. Pass to Bryant. Shaq with it. Shot from 12. And Bryant the bucket on the assist by O'Neal. Kobe's got 12 points in the game.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
That is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Friday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. Against the Chicago Bulls.
And for their matchup with the Bucks, it's not going to be a picnic, but they know heading in, it's a game you gotta get excited for as a player. It can be a big statement taking down one of the top teams in the East. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
Nice, Kobe.
He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
The Heat trail by 21. Passes it to Nunn. Robinson goes in, and it's sent back by Kobe. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Lakers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. The first free throw is good. And Kobe drops them both. Robinson with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. They get a hand on it. Here's West. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Adebayo to halt the run, and he nails the jumper.
And you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Here's Kobe.
Nice, Kobe.
Bryant's got 8 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And it's Jones with the ball for the Miami Heat. passes to Butler. And just over 3.5 minutes play here in the second quarter.
How about the awareness there for Butler? The D goes to sleep and Jimmy finds a wide open man.
And it's Bryant in the corner. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Uy, good morning, Master. Uy, good morning. Naglaro lang ako, te. Pampawala ng stress. May mga lintik kasi.
Jones, the pass to Hero.
Gusto dyan?
No good on the three.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball,
Mga master naman to.
you'd expect them to be
Pasok ko.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lakers shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Baylor, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Musta naman dyan, te?
For Johnson. And Miami with a change here too. Jay Crowder's checked in for Butler.
And really, nobody's had a bigger impact on the NBA than George Michael. He continues to set the standard for post play. I mean, scoring, defending.
Pasok ka ngayon?
Proves how an elite big man can change the game.
May pasok ka ngayon, te?
.133 left in the second quarter. Here's Nunn, fended by West. Nunn passes to Crowder. Clock at 6.
Ingat te, ha?
16. That one misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the paint. Here's Baylor.
Foul. Ingat sa trabaho, te.
He's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics, we see something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Dragic, still looking for his first bucket in this one. And stolen by Scott. And
Yeah, showtime. Boom!
That play sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
They need this.
Ay, binawian ako, ah.
Guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
On the pass to Wilkes. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of the game.
Nice! Galing mo na.
He waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. Scott kicks to Baylor. And
Nice! Galing!
Baylor's got 5.
Another good
Perfect
play.
release
This is how they
lagi, ah.
built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but
Ay, bawi
its
din, no?
importance to a team showing up
Iguodala
here,
yun, ah.
running plays that turn into scores. Well, the teammates are always looking for Iguodala. He snakes along the baseline, and that's how.
Wow! Pasok ka na, ha?
Big miscommunication
Counted yun, ah.
on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know
Counted.
devices out there.
And so it's Los Angeles, up by 33 points.
Yan, ingat sa trabaho, te.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Yan, ingat sa trabaho kay Lintik. Yan, mega shoutout kay Lintik, ang ating kaibigan sa Netherlands. Binuhay ko si Kobe.
What's your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers?
Binuhay ko si Kobe, binuhay ko.
Left and right. And the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to always think, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, it's set.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Adebayo is out there with Jones.
Oh!
Robinson.
Ganda sana,
Jimmy Butler. And it's none in at the one spot. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bryant over Butler. Kobe can't get that one to fall. In the corner, it's Robinson.
Butata.
Second shot opportunity.
Butata.
And it's good on the layup. Robinson's got the first basket of the third quarter for Miami. To the middle. Low block shot on the way. And Bryant finishes inside.
Yeah, you got to know Bryant looking to shoot as soon as he gets the ball. The D can't give him any daylight.
None passes to Butler. Launches a three. The Lakers with the rebound. Shaq's got 6 rebounds in the game. Kobe, no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Off the mark there with a 3-point
Laki
shot.
ni O'Neal.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Really well done there. Just confident and
Baboy din si O'Neal, no?
never
Laki.
in a hurry.
Johnson over to help. None passes to Robinson. Here's Jones. Here's Adebayo. Sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
And Jones slams it in.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Johnson kicks to Kobe.
And Bryant just a superb athlete. Terrific at just imposing his will on the defense on that drive.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside, Jones tries a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Outside, Bryant. The second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one. And Los Angeles with some changes. Chamberlain's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Worthy comes in for West. And it's Goodrich in for Johnson. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Incredible to say that, right,
It
Kevin?
is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James, whose $35 million contract might be.
Ole.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And for years that Michael Jordan was getting paid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, and for you to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what it is that players can earn.
Ryan against Iguodala. Outside Bryant. Kobe draws the double. James Worthy on the way. Lets it go from deep. No good on that one. Kobe against Dragic. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Ooh! Basag ang board.
You just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Here's Dragic, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Bryant is doubled. Pass to Worthy. 5 to shoot. Shaq kicks it over to Worthy. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Olynyk.
One of the most feared, versatile scorers at that forward position. Big game James always seems to make the most out of any situation.
Yeah.
He's checked in for Miami. Hill comes in for Andre Iguodala. Up top, Dragic, defended by Scott. And yes, it's good.
Got to respect the mid-range play of Goran Dragic right there. The left-handed point guard strokes it well.
Throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Pass to Hero. The shot misses.
Wala shot si
Some
Hero,
solid defense from Gasol.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And Scott has it in the corner.
Patay.
Good if it goes. Missed. And so it's Los Angeles with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Byron Scott. Pau Gasol is out there with Baylor. And it's Mike in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Lob pass to Gasol.
Now you trust Pau Gasol to take that shot and make that shot. He's as efficient as they come.
Now here's Dragic. And stolen by Scott.
Showtime.
A beautiful reverse layup.
A fantastic move right there. Just that quick little reverse layup.
Outside Hill. Back to Dragic. Brett, when we talk about home court advantage, do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
The Heat making a switch here. Nunn's checked in. Now the dish to Crowder. Down low. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open
Ay,
pass.
bigay shoutout sa'yo, Ma'am Australian. Hello, Ma'am.
Left to the wing. Here's Wilkes. And he's good on the
Ma'am, salamat sa patamsak.
Wilkes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Australian Life and Adventure. Mega shoutout sa'yo. Malapit ako matapos 5 minutes. Salamat sa pagbisita po anyway.
That's one that the coaches will
Salamat po.
watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to
Naglaro
see
lang
him
ako, pampaantok.
in that situation.
Galing duty.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money.
Dikit na tayo, Ma'am, di ba? And salamat sa padala, Ma'am.
And the first one at the line is good.
Australian. Nasa Australia malamang si Ma'am. Salamat sa pagdalaw po.
And he makes both free throws. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
And it's the Heat on the break.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just
4 minutes na lang po.
Conserve some energy for late in the
Ma'am
game.
Australian.
Now the pass to Wilkes. The three. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket.
And shout out sa'yo, Mama. Naglaro lang. Pampaantok.
And he recovers it. Fouled in the
Galing sa trabaho.
Anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Heat. A lot of missing stats from the 60s and 70s, but if we could go back and look at those actual numbers, any players you think would really be catching our eye?
Sige, baba mo, ano? Sige, baba mo. Dikit mo ba to si Ma'am Australian? Ma'am Australian, nandyan ka pa ba?
So Wilt Chamberlain comes to mind first. What I think about Kevin when that question comes up is how many great players through the 70s and also really through the 80s, because the three-point line wasn't accentuated
guys,
enough,
3 minutes.
missed the opportunity
Patapos
to be
na ako.
even greater scorers. I mean, Jerry West with a three-point line. And
Can you imagine that?
Sige, Ma'am Lintik, baba mo.
There's a lot of gap of those players too that also, because of changes in rules and because the three-point line wasn't in, that we would be talking about in terms of nostalgia and their accomplishments.
Malis nata si Mama Australian Life and Adventure. Sige lang, magla-live na ulit tayo. I-promote natin yung mga channel niya.
As if he wanted to prove he could.
Sunod araw. Basta hindi lang muna ngayon. Tinubuan ako ng pimples. Drive me, tol. Ingat ka dyan lagi. Sige po, Ma'am Lintik. Nag-iingat din ako sa mga lintik ng mga... Dahil ingat dyan, Ma'am. Ingat dyan natin.
Chamberlain's checked in for Gasol. And it's Goodrich in for Baylor. Here's Goodrich. And on the wing, Iguodala.
Uy.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's stolen by Hill. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. And there's the feed to Jones. And the dunk by Jones.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
Los Angeles calls.
And salamat sa pagbisita, Ma'am Lintik. Ingat sa pag-drive, ba?
With those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have
Yan, shout out kay Australian Life and Adventure.
It grows them as people. I think Kevin,
best player of the game si Kobe Bryant, of course.
Many times over, and you learn something new.
Yan guys, ano na lang, 2 minutes na lang po ata.
Interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior, and you're a college player, and you're listening to
2 minutes and 30
things
seconds.
that guys are talking about and their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists. For you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Johnson. They grab their own miss. Here's Silva, and the layup's good off the glass.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
And it's set back by Leonard.
There's some good commitment from Myers Leonard on defense there. Gets his hands up and swats that one away.
Tol, ingat talaga ako. Marami pa mga ngailangan pa sa akin. God bless sa'yo, Ma'am Lintik. Ingat ka dyan.
Here's Nunn. Dishes at the hill. Iguodala against West. Good ball movement here by the Heat. That one goes careening off the glass. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Andre.
Daming tawa ni Mama Lintik ko. Yan, 1 minute na lang po ako, tsaka 30 seconds. MVP! MVP. 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 MVP.
And he makes the first. If you were commissioner, Brett, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
First of all, I think you get
MVP.
wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to. So sign me up
With
for that.
courtside seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules.
Ang galing eh, no?
I think the game is in a pretty good place
MVP.
right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be two pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted, and I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about the optics of the game. And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt. 5 on the clock. Tries yet again.
Oh!
And it's out of bounds.
Uy, shoutout naman sa inyo. Tusok. Racism. Arang pa. Uy, patapos na ako. Chongson recipe.
58 seconds left in the fourth. No good from West.
Hey guys, salamat sa pagdalaw nyo guys. Salamat sa patusok. I-skip nyo na yung harang guys. Hindi na ako malagay yan. Magle-livestream sana ako eh. LS ba? Kaso tinubuan ako ng pimples. Tinubuan ako ng pimples. Skip na yung harang guys. Skip nyo na.
Into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Yan, Racy Sam. Salamat, Racy Sam. Timeout muna ako para mag-count muna tayo. Uy, salamat, Racy Sam. Dikit na ba? Nakadikit na ako sa'yo. Yan, dikitan mo yan si ano? Kaso na... Matapos na kasi ako 34 seconds. Salamat sa inyo ha. Yan, dikitan nyo na lang po si Lintik. Guys, dikitan nyo po si Lintik. Yan, kaibigan nating bago, nandun sa Netherlands. Napakabait po niyan. Yan, super chatter natin si Lintik. So, yan, salamat tol. Crazy Sam, salamat po. Wag na to, dikitan. Tol, Jen Verdura, main ko. Ah, ikaw pala yan. Hindi, si ano, dikitan mo pre. Si Lintik yan. Kaibigan natin sa Netherlands. Chongson recipe, salamat te ha sa pagdalaw. Te. Yung seconds na lang, nag-enjoy lang ako maglaro para wala sa stress sa trabaho. Yan, nakita nyo po si ano, si Ma'am si Lintik. Yan, Lintik na yan. Nakita nyo po siya.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Scott can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Offensive rebound. Passes it to Nunn. And stolen by Worthy. Now the Lakers on the break.
Oh!
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Wala eh, patapos na ako eh.
You see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control.
Ano? Kaya nga, Ma'am Chongson, hindi mo na mag-live ng ano, LS. Kasi ano eh, may pimple ako eh, laki. Nahihiya ako. Salamat ano, Denver, salamat tol. Tulungan natin yan si, ano, si Ma'am Lintik. Kakasimula pa lang niya mag-YouTube. Yan, salamat sa pagdalaw nyo guys. Kay ano, Ma'am Chongson recipe. Yung kanina si Ma'am ano, Si ma'am, yung nasa Australia. Yan, sa Australian Life and Adventure. Usually hindi po ako nagja-jacket. Matulog ka na, antukin ka sa work mo mamaya. Wang sweet. Hindi po nagja-jacket pagka ano, ganito eh. Kasi nilalabas ko yung main account ko. Yan, salamat sa inyo ha. Salamat sa concern. Ba't ang aga mo nagising ata, Ma'am Chungson? Denver, tol, dikitan mo yan si Chungson recipe. Yan yung ano niya, Chungson recipe lang, walang 29. Marami kang may isda dyan. Pwede mo rin isdayan si Ma'am. Isdayan mo nga si Ma'am. Bait yan si Ma'am. 8:30 AM na dito. Kaya nga, hindi ka ba natulog? Anong oras ka doon kanina? Nag-live? Di ba nag-live ka rin kanina? Kakauwi ko lang eh. Bababahay para di ko mahirapan dumikit. Sabi, ito eh, si Chongso, ako magbaba. Kasi walang jacket si Ma'am eh. Kami yung may isda. Kaso iba yung lumabas. Tagalan. Jaketan ko na nga to si Ma'am. Yeah, Ma'am Chongson. May jacket ka na, Ma'am Chongson. 7:30 AM ako gumising. May jacket ka na, Ma'am Chongson. Baba ka, Ma'am Chongson, para kay ano? Si Denver Dura, bago lang din na monetize yan. Kahit magkwentuhan tayo, ayos lang kasi ano naman to eh. Wala nga lang akong mukha kasi basketball yan eh. Gawin natin kahit mga 18 minutes. Asan na yun si Lintik? Yan si Lintik bago kong nakilala. Pumasok dito sa live stream ko nung nakaraan. Siya? Nasa Netherlands si ate. Grabe yan si ate. Kaso nagdadrive po ata si ate Lintik eh. Ma'am Chongson, nakuha mo na mo? Denver Dura na yung mo, sa mo yung address. Yung Google Pin mo. Wala na itong kausap pa. Ayan, nagbaba na si Racism, Sir Denver Dura. Yan. Nagbaba na po si Chongson recipe. Yan, nanawagan ako sa nawalan ng pitaka. Nandito sa akin. Joke lang. Nakasar ako dun sa Buti pa si Ma'am Chongson, laging nag-LS. Mag-iwan lang po ng bakas para mabalikan. Sayang nagdadrive kasi si Ma'am Lintik ko. Dikita nyo si Ma'am Lintik, super chatter din natin yan. Nasa Netherlands. Chongson, ilan na yung mo ma'am? Revenue? Maabot na ng 200? Hindi mo inactivate yung mo na? Join button, no? Busy ka na kasi sa basketball kaya wala ka time mag-LS. Hala, yung pinagalitan ako. Hindi naman. Hirap kasi gumawa ng content. Tsaka tinatapos ko lang yung mga kasama namin ma-monetize din ba? Yung tumulong saan sa pag-play all. Kaya ganun yun, Ma'am Chongson. Wala pang time sa join button. I-activate mo. Magpa-member ako pero cash ipapa. Hindi ko pa nagawa yung ano eh. May hack gagawin dito eh. Bibili ka ng Apple user, tapos ano, gagawan ko pa siya ng content. Apple user ka, pwede pa lang ano. Pero kailangan po rin ng VPN. Hindi mo na kailangan ng GCash. Yun, bibili ka lang ng iTunes card. Yan. Abangan nyo yung ano ko, upload ko yun. Paano gumawa ng paano mag super chat ang taga Middle East gamit ang iTunes card. Paubos na nga ang revenue ko. Hindi yan naubos Check mo lang monthly, binabawas po yan. Check mo sa lifetime. Revenue, Analytics, YouTube Studio Analytics, tapos lifetime. Check mo. Doon po yan naiipon lahat. Kasi small YouTuber lang naman na tayo eh. Yung channel natin, di naman kumikita ng malaki. Nagtitira po si YouTube ng konti, kahit pa paano. Nagkakaltas lang siya ng 5, 20, kung meron ka nun. Kaya kung wala, nauubos din ata, kinakain din ata eh. Pero sa lifetime, dun po lahat, nakikita naman po sa lifetime, naiipon lang po siya. Lahat. Naiipon lang po siya. Ewan ko si Dan Verdura, ilan na yung revenue niya kasi bago pa lang si Dan Verdura na monetize eh. Yan, kung masipag kayo mag-LS, yan, activate yung ano nyo, yung join button. Mag-join button ako pero ano, hindi ako magbibigay ng WH. Tips lang siguro. Ewan ko lang kung may magpa-member din. Tinatamad ka na mag-LS sabi niya. Hindi, mag-LS din po ako. May binili nga akong ano eh. Anong tawag nun? Yung mic, condenser. Meron ako. Gusto ko sana magkaroon ng laptop. Daming pangangailangan. Hindi muna priority. Baka next month. Magdadalawang isip ako eh. May nakita na naman akong sapatos. Nakaka-tempt talaga yung sapatos. Hindi, basta mag-LS din po ako sa susunod. Lagi mo yan sinasabi, mag-LS ha. Kaya nga. Mag-LS nga ako. Hindi mo na sa ngayon. Natamad pa ako. Wala pa yung Google Pin ko eh. Pag na-okay na yung Google Pin ko, yan, sikapin kong mag-LS talaga. Para ituloy yung nasimulan. Charot. Yung nagpapaangat, tumutulong, nagtuturo. Si Ma'am Chongso, no, madalas mag-live stream yan, dalawang beses sa isang araw mag-live. Diba, Ma'am Chongson? Dalawang lagi may sinasabi. Kaya nga mag-LS din po ako. Anong isa? Isa lang? Isa lang ba? Ilang oras ka pag nag-LS, Ma'am Chongson? Bumaba ba yung WH mo? Sa akin bumaba 200 na yung kulang Hirap na yun, no? 200. Jakitan ko na nga sila, no? Si Australian Vlog Adventure para pagka bumalik siya, may jacket na siya. Yan si Ma'am Lintik, nagda-drive po kasi yan. Lakitan ko rin yung ninja ko. Yan si Mr. J sa akin yan eh. Hirap nang mag-work, naghahabol lagi mag-LS. Hirap nang may work, kaya nga po eh. Maliit na channel man tayo, so doon na lang tayo sa LS. I-activate mo na ano mo, Ma'am Chongson, sayang naman yung ano mo. Marami kang viewers. Maabot ng 30. Join button. Ay. Sayang yung ano, viewers mo, baka may gusto magpa-member. $100 lang, 200 sa buwan, ayos na. May iba nga, 25 pesos lang. Yung maliliit lang para hindi nabibigyan ng WH. Ituro na lang yun na dapat gawin. Lalo sa mga baguhan. Para hindi sila mag-expect ng malaki na sa'yo pagka join button. Yung pa-member. Sige, i-activate ko yan. Dami nang tatanong sa akin. Kaya nga, activate mo. Huwag mo lang mahalan. Yung sakto lang. 100, 200 per month. Kahit di mo na sila bigyan ng WH, sabihin mo lang. Maigi na yung be honest. Ikaw rin, kung bigyan mo rin ng WH, mas maganda. Kasi yung ginagawa ng karamihan eh, WH eh. Wala nga ako nun eh. Cellphone user lang ako eh. Pambili ng diaper. Pambili ng diaper. Ayan, piniplex ko yung sarili kong ano. Sariling harang. Paano? Wala na, hindi na mag-game. Matutulog na ako. Paalam na guys. Salamat sa pagdalaw din, Jenber Dura. Dami mo kasi asawa, kaya daming dapat bilhan diaper. Sabi, grabe ka. Dami mo asawa. Salang. Grabe siya makaano. Sige host, sleep ka na. Sige po Chongson recipe, salamat. Paalam guys, see you next time. See you po next time guys. Paalam. Keep safe. Bye bye.